Hello. Today I'm going to do a tutorial with you guys on how to seam two blocks together or join two blocks together using the mattress stitch. So you can see here I've pulled the mattress stitch tight on this end so you can kind of get a look of what it's going to look like. And then this is what it looks like before you've pulled the stitch tight to join them. So this one's super easy. Let's work it together. All right, so to do the mattress stitch joining seaming method, you're going to need two blocks that you're working together, and then you're going to need a yarn needle and the string you're going to use. If you're looking to have almost a completely invisible seam, then I would definitely recommend using yarn that's the same color as your blocks. I'm using a slightly contrasting color so that you can see what it looks like once you've pulled the stitch tight. So grab your yarn, grab your needle, and attach your yarn to your needle. I'll apologize in advance that only one of my hands is painted. My daughter lost interest after the first hand, and that's just how we left it. So we've got our yarn on our needle here. We're going to lay our work flat, and we're going to have our right sides facing up. And I like to have my yarn down here. Usually I'll work from the top, but I find for this it's a lot easier to just keep it down closest to you, so that you're not trying to pull it over to work the mattress stitch. So put your pieces together like this and find your first stitch on the right hand side. So this is my first stitch here. So that's the V, and you're going to go under the back loop from the top. You're going to pull it through, and you're going to pull enough that's almost like maybe twice the length of your work. So make sure you have enough pulled through there. And then once you've done that, you're going to grab your other piece and you're going to find your first stitch. So here's my first stitch here. There's the V, and I'm going to work from the top of my work through the back of that stitch. Just the back bar, and pull it through. So that's just your beginning. And it's actually that easy. We're going to repeat that all the way across. So find your next stitch here. So we'll find our next stitch. There it is there, the V. From the top of our work, we're going to work just under that back bar, and we're going to pull that through. And you're just going to alternate like that all the way across. At the beginning, it's a little bit frustrating because you might have pulled too much yarn through, like me. So here's your next stitch. There's your V under the back bar, and alternate across. So this is super easy. I'll leave mine a little bit loose so you can see how it looks when we pull everything tight, but that is essentially all you have to do for the mattress stitch. So we really are just going to alternate back and forth through the back bars of our work, always working from the top of our work when we go through the back bar. That is also an important thing to note. And as you're working it, it's almost creating like this lace that's gonna, when you pull the strings at the end, pull tight and create an almost invisible seam. So I've went through the wrong thing there. Make sure you're really careful. I'm sure I will make more mistakes that I don't catch, but if you're not careful, you will be able to see the string at the end. So make sure you're just only working through that back bar. So what I'll do is I'll leave you to work this to the end, and then I will meet you there and show you how to finish off the mattress stitch seam. So I've worked as far as I'm going to work for this tutorial. At this point, you can just take your string off your yarn. If you go to the very end, obviously you'll get the better effect, but I just want to show you here what happens. So we've worked our back and forth all the way down. So if you hold your string tight on this side and just grab the yarn that you were working at the beginning and just kind of start giving it a little bit of a tug, you can see it starts pulling your work together very nicely, so that you can almost not even see the string that you're using underneath. So that's what the front of your work looks like once you're done doing that. And then the back of your work, again, almost barely noticeable. If you used string in the same color, you would not be able to see it, which is really great. So that is the mattress stitch joining method or seaming method. And I hope this tutorial helped you guys figure it out.